Good evening, good morning, good night, whatever time this live is coming to you. Oh no, you guys can't hear me. I don't know if you could hear me. Hold on. Microphone check. Hello, hello. Oh, it's working. Hello. I don't think. Damn it. Hello, can you guys hear me? I think it's finally working. Can you guys hear me? Is my microphone on? Is my microphone on? Okay, I'm good. Okay. So, first of all, hey West Adams, thank you for being here. Salute. Yeah, I guess I didn't catch this story because, like many of us, I work and I just was scrolling on YouTube and I saw this unfortunate tragedy. It comes out of LA. Danielle Johnson, she was an influencer down in LA, and hours before the eclipse, she's a suspect of a murder suicide. She had a partner. I believe he was 27 or 20, between the ages of 27 and 29 years old. And she gave services as an influencer for tarot reading. And hours before the eclipse, it's alleged that she stabbed her significant other to death. And then she hopped in her car on the freeway and she was forcing her 9-year-old daughter to get out of the car while she was actively driving on the freeway. And after her daughter refused to get out the car, she forced her daughter to get out the car while she was holding her 8-month-old sibling. Unfortunately, the baby did not make it, and the 9-year-old was able to just get away with some minor injuries. And she survived this horrible tragedy. I am so curious to know what the toxicology reports say. She actually was a part of a podcast, and I think it's you know what, if you guys do some research, I believe it's called Scotty and Sylvia Show. But there is, she has several episodes along with some other women, and you would never think, listening to some of these podcasts, that she would have this type of tragedy happen in her life, in her family's life. I'm so curious to know what happened and if they're going to release the toxicology report. There is an influencer that's sharing her story of why she's speaking out about it. One of the things that someone who had personal experience with Danielle said, that she thinks that it affects the tarot community because many people are probably going to assume that there was possibly something dark happening, and then, connect people that are part of that community. What are your thoughts on what happened? I'm going to be following this story. I cannot believe, I'm sure that there's other things that's also happened, but like I said, this was on April 8th, hours before the eclipse, and it was a tragedy. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on what happened. Keep prayers up for the little girl who lost her whole family and by the grace of God was able to be saved in this tragedy. She's only 9 years old. Pray for her. Prayers go up for her. And yeah, I'm wondering what happened hours before she decided to make, and then, oh, I didn't finish telling you the story. So after she forced her child out the car that was holding the sibling, she she drove 100 miles per hour and she hit a tree, and she was pronounced dead on the scene. So I'm hoping that the little girl has lots of support and there's some family that's able to be there for her. Again, this is a Danielle Johnson story. She's from LA, and she is the main suspect in this murder suicide with her family. I'm going to keep track of this story, and I'm sure many of you guys have already heard it. I'm just so taken back by this whole tragedy. It's crazy and it's sad. Keep your you guys keep yourself, keep yourself prayed up, and I will get back to you with what I know if I find out anything else with this story. God bless. Goodbye.